Biggest investment that they ever made, but customers say their new homes were poorly constructed. And the I-Team has learned language often missed in some contracts is leaving people without the ability to file a lawsuit. ABC7 consumer investigative reporter Jason Knowles here now with the details. Jason?
Robbie, it's new home heartbreak for some. The American dream, they say, has turned into a nightmare. It's because of what they call shoddy construction and the contract they signed with their builder.
The house looks like it's 50 years old.
Jennifer and Mark Whiten say they thought this 3-bedroom home in Round Lake would be a place to build a future with their children.
It's truly been a nightmare that I don't want any other families to ever have to go through.
They bought it new, but say more than a year after moving in.
The first year we had a window leak down the drywall.
Then ice inside the home on light switches and windows, plus black soot from vents.
That's black soot right there.
So it's this mysterious black soot. Wow.
It's outlined. I mean, you can see my couch line was down here and the outline's right there.
Plus cracks and water damage throughout.
As you can see the water spots coming through here.
What did you find?
Oh, this at the time was this crack that goes all the way through.
The Whitens say the builder, Ryland Homes, fixed some issues, but not all. They plan to sue until they discovered a clause in their contract saying they can't. Instead, their contract states they must go through an arbitration process using the American Arbitration Association or an independent third party mutually agreed upon by you and us from a list provided by our warranty administrator.
I said, can I find my own arbitrator? And they said, well, it's an arbitrator that has no feelings toward, it's neutral. I said, how is it neutral when it's an umbrella under you guys?
The American Arbitration Association says its arbitrators sign an oath agreeing to be bound by a code of ethics for arbitrators drafted in conjunction with the American Bar Association that requires impartiality and independence, and that homeowners win almost 60% of the time. Recently, the Illinois Attorney General joined 18 other states in supporting the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's proposal for limits on mandatory arbitration clauses.
And a lot of times you see in these contracts that the arbitrator is going to be selected from a list provided by the developer. So already there's at least the implication that there's a slant, that there might be a bias toward the developer. 2
Ryland home owners in Huntley told us they too are dealing with construction problems and arbitration clauses that prevent them from suing.
It really looks like a 5-year-old did it.
Joe Cimarrano is angry over what he calls poorly laid tiles. He also says these floors were cracking, but Ryland responded.
Our whole first floor had to be replaced. Tile, underlayment, everything.
And his neighbor showed us pictures of basement cracks, which he says caused flooding. Ryland Homes was recently sold to the Cal Atlantic Group, and in a statement said, "We welcome any customer with a concern to please contact our customer care so that we can respond to them directly and address their concerns as we have and continue to do each time these families have reached out to us." Cal Atlantic also says arbitration is supported by state and federal legislators and the U.S. Supreme Court.
I see it as a tremendous benefit for consumer and builder. It's much less expensive than going through the court system.
I believe that arbitration is as fair and unbiased a process when a home builder has to go to court to defend their product. I think that home builder's reputation is on the line.
But the Whitens say their credit is now on the line. The problems, they say, forcing them to move out and turn their backs on their mortgage.
It was our house. It was where we lived. And we had to just walk away from it.
The Whitens admit they didn't get an independent inspection before buying. They say because the home passed village inspections. Experts say you should always hire your own inspector, also use a realtor and an attorney to help you review your contract. ABC's Brian Ross is also investigating this issue of arbitration clauses. You will see that on Nightline tonight at 11:37. He will talk more about how those outcomes are final and sometimes secret.
All right. Heartbroken homeowners.
They're very sad. Read the contract.
So tough to see. Jason, thank you.